All right, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to build a high converting funnel for your high ticket coaching or consulting business so that you can go convert your traffic into qualified sales calls that are actually ready to buy. Now, if you're even wondering why you should listen to this guy in the first place, my name is Brilliance and we've built well over 150 plus funnels for over 40 different businesses and we've helped them add well over $6 million directly through these funnels. People like Nero Knowledge, Blake Rocha, aka Mr. 408, Daniel Fazio, Jordan Welch, and dozens more that I can't really talk about in this video. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. All right, what is the best way to build a landing page for your high ticket coaching or consulting offer? And the answer is not, hey, to think about what your ICP needs or their problems. You need to be concrete about these things. You need to know exactly what they're saying, the phrases, the metaphors they use, what they've tried right now, what they're going to try in the future, what their buyer persona is, how they identify with themselves. You need to go into your sales call transcripts and understand these things fundamentally. There is no way you're going to build a good landing page that is actually going to convert your traffic into qualified sales calls without understanding these things. Now, could you try to do it intuitively? Of course, right? But it's not going to be anywhere as effective as a landing page that is well researched, where you dug into your sales call transcripts and you try to really understand who your ideal audience is. You can have a general idea for ourselves. Let's say you serve like SaaS companies, right? And you're thinking, hey, let's say you do marketing for SaaS companies. You think, hey, SaaS companies don't know how to market. They don't do the same specific things. Like you need to go on Reddit threads and understand what are the things that these people are struggling with. What are the marketing problems? Don't they know how to build landing pages? Do they know how to script ads? All of these things you need to figure out. And when you figure out, there's a lot of different places you can use these action identifiers, these problem identifiers, and use that to make them know that you understand the situation way better than they do, right? It's just like a social media platform recommending, videos to you, like it knows you, like it obviously knows you better than you know yourself. That's how you need to make your prospects feel when they come on your landing page. And that only comes from conducting research, looking at your sales calls, watching your sales calls if you have to, put in the transcripts into AI, and really understanding fundamentally who your ICP is. That's the only way you're really going to do this realistically. And once you have that, you're going to go into branding and design. Now, I like to do a step before branding and design, which is the copywriting, but I'm going to explain that in a second. But recently, and I'm very happy this is happening because a lot of people used to think, hey, the branding on my landing page doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is my copy. I can just throw, black text on a white wall and it's going to work. But in reality, that's not how it works, right? There's very low trust in the market, and a lot of people are very skeptical of spending any amount of money online. They see everything as a scam. So if you want to stand out, if you want to get more conversions, if you want to get more people to book calls with you, or even make more sales directly through your landing page or your funnel, you need to absolutely make sure your branding stands out. So everyone has seen the ClickFunnels landing pages that all look the same. Everyone has seen that. And what do you think comes to their mind when they come to your landing page, or when they go to a competitor's landing page and land on your page and it's the exact same template or very similar? What do you think happens? Like they're like, screw it, like I'm not doing this. But if they see someone else that has good branding that is separate from the rest, they're like, okay, this person actually stands out. This person put time into their branding. So you need to make sure you're creating custom branding and making your landing pages actually beautiful. And also, while making it beautiful, make sure you're focused on making it convert, because the whole point of a landing page is for it to convert. And there's many different ways that you can make your landing page convert while also looking beautiful. The problem is that a lot of people don't understand the middle ground. They don't understand how to make design and copy work. And that's what we do at our company. We make sure that these things blend together and then you get an absolutely fuck ton richer just by implementing these strategies and maybe even having us, build out this stuff for you. Now, that's it for branding and design. Number 3 is your headline complex. And this is where we get into the copy. And you need to make sure that this is absolutely dialed in. You cannot guess your way. You cannot guess your way out of this, out of building. Like you need to take what you have in your research phase and use that in your headline complex. Think about what are the big ideas, what are the things your customers care about. Do they care about you doing everything for them? Do they care about just learning from you? Like, you need to understand, okay, what are the action identifiers? I need to use them. What are the problem identifiers? I need to use them. How long can they wait to be able to get this outcome that you're trying to sell them? You need to understand all of this stuff. And you need to make sure, your eyebrow, your headline, your subhead, your VSL, everything is dialed. You need to make sure your VSL is absolutely dialed in. A lot of people think, hey, people are going to watch my VSL from start to finish, but really that rarely happens. So you need to understand how to structure your VSL to get the maximum amount of throughput of calls directly on your calendar, right? You need to make sure that all of this stuff is dialed in. You need to make sure everything is above the fold, because when people come to a page, they're not thinking, hey, I want to be intrigued to now read the page. What they're thinking is, hey, I want to book a call right now, right? And people skim through pages, which I'm going to cover in a second. But again, you need to make sure everything is optimized, that once a prospect comes on a page, they have all of the information that they need to book a call with you. That is the goal of your headline complex, nothing else. It is not to create intrigue or any of that bullshit that people talk about. It is getting people to book a call with you directly. So make sure your headline is dialed in. Spend a lot of time. Same way you spend time writing your content hook or your ad hook, the same amount of time you need to spend building out your headline, because this is going to determine how many people are going to actually book calls with you. So make sure that's also congruent with what they saw on the ad. So because if that does not happen, then you're just going to end up wasting a lot of money, because people come to the page and then they bounce, right? So number 4 is landing page skimmability. So credit to my friend Evan. He actually developed this term called the skim test. So basically, can someone come on your landing page and be able to scroll through the landing page at let's say a slightly fast pace and still understand everything, what the message is, what the value proposition is, what the problems are? If someone can do that, then you have a great landing page, and you have positioned yourself to create more consumption of your value proposition and your offer than your competitors. Because a lot of people don't understand this. They just put the text on a page and hope someone reads them. People don't read through the page sequentially or try to dig into every single point and read your problems and read the solution and people don't do that, right? They skim through the pages. So you have to make it skimmable. You have to use different things like different colors, highlights and bold text and different places to make it skimmable. So make sure that when someone is scrolling through your landing page, because the idea that someone is going to scroll through your landing page sequentially, it just doesn't happen a lot of the time. And if you're taking a look at, your session recordings using heat map tools, you're going to see that people don't really spend that time like reading through your page. They come to the top of the page, they scroll down to the FAQs, they open a few FAQs, scroll back to the top, look at some case studies, scroll back and decide if they want to book a call. Obviously, there's a lot more nuance to how people behave, but this is how people behave sometimes. So people don't read sequentially. You need to make sure your landing page is absolutely skimmable, and I hope that makes sense why you need to do that. Number 5 is make it very contextual, right? You've probably seen these ads where people are saying, hey, coach, consultant, agency owner, I'm going to add $30,000 a month to your top line or you don't pay. Now, those offers, maybe they worked when they did, but right now they're not working. And the reason is because it's not contextual. Yes, those people need $30,000 a month, but again, you didn't even explain what the problems are. You have no idea who you're talking to, right? Everyone wants money by default. Yes, everyone. Of course, everyone wants money. But again, you need to understand who your audience is, and this is what you need to understand who your prospect is, and this is where the research comes in. Because if you can talk about the problems in detail to the point where they feel like you're stalking them, then they automatically believe you have the solution and they want to speak with you, because how do you know the problem so well? So make it contextual. Tell them the things that they want. Tell them the things that they're struggling with, the current situation, what they're probably doing right now. Because a lot of your clients are probably doing the same thing, right? If you think about it, a lot of them are probably doing the same thing. For us, a lot of our clients spend time trying to build funnels, they're very successful. Maybe they're spending on ads and they're trying to get the ads to work, but the ads aren't converting for some reason. They think it's something else. They think the landing page is too short. But in essence, the funnels are not contextual. The funnels are disconnected from the landing page, from the ad, and then they have no backend nurture system. So there's a bunch of stuff there that we can use to make our landing pages contextual, and we use that to the apps, like we use that as much as we can. So make it contextual. describe the situations that people are currently in, describe the problems, describe your benefits as well, and describe the things that they want in detail. Not just say, hey, I'm going to make you $10,000 a month in the next month, or you don't pay. It just doesn't work, right? The number 6 is case studies. And also, again, you need to make your case studies skimmable as well. So keep that in mind. But again, with your case studies, you want to use case studies that are very believable. A lot of people use case studies where, let's say they use text case studies, and people don't really trust that anymore, right? If I'm giving you a hierarchy of case studies like interviews, and then you have video testimonials, and then you have screenshots, and then you have text testimonials. So you need to make sure that you're using case studies that are actually believable. I would always recommend, interviews, because those work extremely well in getting people to believe and actually see that you're on a call with this person, you guys are talking it out. Because people can buy reviews, people can buy video testimonials. Case studies is slightly different. So make sure you're using really good case studies, and just use a few. You don't need 1,000 case studies. You just need 3 or 4 good case studies on your funnel, especially if you're starting to cold traffic. Now, number 7 is FAQs, right? Make sure your FAQs are actually collected from, obviously use your intuition where you can, but collect as much as you can from the questions that come up on sales calls. So you need to answer all of the questions in descending order of frequency. So if you take a look at your sales transcripts, you should be able to analyze with AI what questions are coming up more frequently. What are the questions that people are asking a lot? And once you can figure that out, then you use that to create your FAQ. It's literally what you need to do. A lot of people use random stuff when it comes to FAQs, but it doesn't need to be. If it's random, it doesn't work, right? Because it doesn't solve any problems or answer any questions for these people. And also make sure your FAQs are reiterating what you do, who you are, and all of that good stuff. Because remember, people skim pages, and if they find something that resonates with them within the FAQ, then they are most likely going to book a call with you, or even buy directly on the page if that's the kind of offer you're running. So with that being said, I hope you got some value out of this video. I wanted to make it a short one. And if you need to build out your funnel or landing page, and you need to build everything from A to Z, then just click the link in the description, including so if you're looking for someone to build your funnel from A to Z, including your landing pages, your VSL, your email flow, your CRM, your ads, including all of the editing and scripting, just click the link in the description, book a call with my team, and we'll see if and how we can help you. We have different tiers of service. We have the Done For You, where we do everything for you. We also have the Done With You program, where we teach you how to build a funnel yourself so that you can go implement that for your clients or use that for yourself. We also have DIY templates, ad script templates, and even landing page templates that you can plug into your business. So there's a wide range of things that we can offer you. But again, we just need to see what the right fit is for you. Have absolutely something to sell you, and I will make sure that I have an obligation to sell you that, because I know it's going to help you if you are the right fit for us. Again, so with that being said, like the video, share the video to your friends, leave your comments, leave any question that you have in the comments. I'm going to be looking at all of them, and I'm going to be answering any questions. And with that being said, I'm going to see you in the next video. Cheers. Like and subscribe.